In a realm far beyond the veil of ordinary sight, there within the vast expanse of the celestial forest, there existed a magical village known as Willowshay. This village was not home to mere mortals, but to avatars, ethereal beings born from the essence of nature itself. Each avatar embodied a unique aspect of the natural world, from the fierce storms to the gentle whisper of the wind. Among them was Lora, the Avatar of Solitude. Lora had been created from the silent shadows that draped the forest at twilight, her essence woven from the deep, quiet moments when the world held its breath. She had shimmering brown hair that cascaded like a waterfall of moonlight, and eyes that mirrored the midnight sky, filled with distant stars. Despite the beauty of her presence, Lora was unlike the other avatars. She wandered alone, her path separate from the bustling life of Willowshay. While the other avatars celebrated their connection to the natural world and each other, Lora found herself drawn to the solitary corners of the forest, where silence reigned and only the soft rustle of leaves accompanied her. Lora's solitude was not a choice, but a destiny imposed upon her. The ancient prophecy of Willowshay spoke of an avatar who would walk alone, bearing the weight of solitude to maintain the balance of the world. While the other avatars brought joy, change, and life, Lora's presence ensured that quiet moments and reflection held their sacred place in the grand drapes of existence. One evening, as Lora sat by the Glimmering Lake, her reflection mingling with the stars above, she heard a faint, sorrowful melody drifting through the air. Following the sound, she came upon a young mortal boy, no older than 8, sitting on a moss-covered stone, playing a melancholic tune on a flute carved from an ancient tree. The boy, named Arin, had stumbled into Willowshay by accident. He had wandered into the forest, driven by a longing he couldn't quite name, feeling as though something was missing from his life. As he played his flute, tears streamed down his cheeks, reflecting the same loneliness that Lora felt deep within her. Moved by the boy's sorrow, Lora stepped out of the shadows. Arin looked up, startled, but instead of fear, his eyes filled with awe at the sight of the ethereal being before him. "Why do you weep?" Lora asked, her voice as soft as the night breeze. "I am alone," Arin replied, his voice trembling. "I have no friends, no family who understands me. I feel like a ghost in my own world." Lora's heart ached at his words. In Arin, she saw a reflection of her own existence. She knelt beside him, her presence comforting and serene. "Loneliness is a heavy burden," she said gently, "but it is also a gift. It allows us to see the world in ways others cannot. It helps us understand the beauty in silence and the strength in solitude." Arin listened, his tears slowing as he absorbed her words. "But how do I find happiness in being alone?" he asked. Lora smiled, her eyes twinkling like the stars. "By embracing who you are and finding peace within yourself. Solitude does not mean you are unloved. It means you have the space to grow, to understand yourself deeply. And in time, you will find connections that are true and meaningful." Weeks had passed. Lora and Arin spent their time together, exploring the wonders of Willowshay. Lora taught him the secrets of the forest, the songs of the wind, and the language of the stars. In return, Arin shared his music, filling Leora's world with melodies that echoed the depths of their shared loneliness and newfound friendship. Through their bond, Lora discovered that even the Avatar of Solitude could find companionship, and that loneliness could be a path to profound connection. And Arin learned that his solitude was not a curse, but a journey towards self-discovery and true belonging.